So today we're going to create a social media ad, an Instagram story, just static, but you can always build upon that once you have it created. So first things first, I have all of my elements that I already created. I have some icons. Drew the icons for the various elements of the background. So what we're going to do first though is create the image. Standard is 1080 by 1920. And there you go. Let's get the color going. Pick the eyedropper. Now typically what you're going to have is a style guide to work off of. And the style guide will show you what you can edit, what you can put in, what you can't do. Let's go ahead and drop in the logo. And we're going to center that. There we go. Next part is the background. So what I did was, like I mentioned, I created the berries for the background. There's different ways you can do it. I labeled the folder that contains all of them. So create a pattern. Let the pattern duplicate the pattern, and there you go. And from here you can copy it, drop that in, place it behind the logo, and there's your background. Alright, next thing, let's go ahead and grab the product. Product is going to be the focus. Let's go ahead and center that. Probably have to drop that down a little bit. Let's bump that down about here. That looks about right. Okay, because we have to add in some additional things. So let's grab everyone's attention. New flavor. Brand new. So I picked something that had some motion to it. Something that also jumped forward. So let's go ahead and say, let's call this new flavor. It's always important to label all of your layers, all of your elements for later use. And also, what's really important about that is if you're going to break it out into assets for social media and also just additional projects that you want to do, that always helps. So let's go ahead and center this. There we go. Bam, new flavor. I like it. Liking this already. Okay. So let's get some excitement going. Available now, right? So we're going to drop in this lightning. Let's see. I would say right about, let's drop this down a little more. Yeah. There we go. Have this available now. So we're going to use the same font. What you're going to do, what you're going to find is, in the style guide is going to give you a few fonts to work with, and you just stick with those. And usually they're pretty good, so. All right. Got a little bit of motion here, a little bit of excitement, some angles. I'm liking this so far. All right. Last is the call to action. I'm going to do some type of button. So call to action. Let's center this inside. And let's move that up a little bit. All right. We're going to use the same font. So that will be consistent with the style guide. Let's center this as well within the button. Also, some little ideas too is you might be limited to certain colors based on the style guide. So it depends on the brand guidelines or the campaign that you have. Here I'm sticking with the fuchsia or pink and yellow that you see here. If you want, you can have a different color button, that may depend on where it will display. I also figure we have a splash here and a splash there. I think that's just fine. All right, that's it. You're done. Great work, everybody.